Ba-ba-ba-bum. Also, let's switch out Randy for Noel for a little bit. You're back. 5 minutes later than I would have preferred, but I suppose you didn't flunk completely. Give us a break, Doc. Thanks. Anyway, we finished collecting the health surveys. Here you are. Is there some sort of problem? No, just the opposite, in fact. According to the results, no patients displaying any symptoms or after effects. That would mean our treatment of the Gnosis victims has officially concluded. Well done. That's great. What a relief. I could have done without the cross-state marathon, but it was nice to help a good cause, at least. I can give you the Gnosis analysis results right away if you'd like. Do you have the time to spare? Of course, whenever you're ready. I'll try to summarize what I learned from the Gnosis analysis. First and foremost, I discovered Gnosis can effectively disable what are known as brain limiters. Brain limiters? Never heard of them. Then perhaps you know that the average person performs at less than half of their physiological capacity. The brain places subconscious limiters on the body's faculties to decrease the risk of physical strain. However, should those limiters be released through artificial means, it would in theory be possible for a human to operate at their fullest individual potential. In other words, Gnosis isn't designed to enhance physical strength. Rather, the drug forcibly draws out a person's latent abilities. Precisely. Naturally, removing those limiters takes a considerable toll on the body. That much we know. All the guardsmen who were under its influence were incapacitated after the effect. Some of them were in such a rough shape that they wound up bedridden. The little rehab training we went through got them back into fighting shape from what I could tell. Yeah, thankfully enough. Getting back to the Gnosis' effects, there was also a man who used the drug to heighten his luck and senses, racking up win after win at the casino. It also had an adverse impact on his personality and his speech patterns. Sorry, I'm like adjusting my monitor as I can read the text better. He was like an entirely different person. Are those symptoms also a result of Gnosis releasing those brain limiters? It is possible. The drug is confirmed to rapidly augment all 5 of a person's sensory systems. It's only logical that it would affect one's emotional state as well as heighten feelings of anxiety and paranoia. That would explain why a subject under its influence becomes so agitated. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. However, this is the extent of what we can glean about the drug on a biochemical level. Pardon? When evaluating a number of the drug's effects, the only word that comes to mind is unscientific. Take, for example, the ability to sway fortune itself in one's favor, as you just mentioned. Though that is far from the most inscrutable phenomenon that you've all witnessed. I refer, of course, to the demonization process. That's true. Good luck explaining that. It was taking the red Gnosis that caused the demonization. Would that mean its components were different from the blue variant? Well, about that. I found that the compositions of red and blue Gnosis were actually identical. Again, that's biochemically speaking. Really? Yes, the divergence in color comes from the refining process. Beyond that, however, their chemicals makeups are one and the same, and their molecular structures nearly so. Yet it was reported that only the red Gnosis variant was capable of causing the inexplicable metamorphosis. The only sensible conclusion one could derive is that its demonization was no more than a collective hallucination induced by panic. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. Demonization is real. I witnessed it for myself when we arrested Ernest Rice. I understand that, hence why I said that this was the extent of what we could learn from the analysis. The only purpose of this approach was to unravel what we could about Gnosis through the lens of biological chemistry. I see. That's a surprisingly open-minded stance from someone who works in modern medicine. Not at all. Modern medicine isn't a panacea, particularly when it comes to matters of the mind and soul. Gnosis likely possesses a hidden property that makes those two factors resonate with the body. I'm certain that not even Joachim fully understood Gnosis' true capabilities. Using ritual secrets handed down within the cult, he developed it through pure trial and error, succeeding only in its mass production. It's true, that much was confirmed by the man himself. I remember he said he perfected the drug through the data yielded by the cult's rituals. As I thought. He was confident and enthusiastic, yes, but he lacked the makings of a true genius. In the end, it led him down the dark path. Hold on a second. Are you saying you knew the guy personally? Yes, he and I were colleagues in medical college back in Remiffaria. I hadn't seen him since graduation, but we did occasionally exchange letters about our respective research results. I think he would misuse his findings in the name of such an abhorrent cause, at the cost of his own body and soul at that. Dr. Silent. Our condolences. No, I should apologize. My sentiments aren't what you came here for. In any event, this is as much as I can tell you about the drug. A different methodology. I can't read. Methodology. Words. Why was that so hard to say? Methodology will be necessary for you to learn any more about Gnosis. This is simply my intuition speaking. But I believe its primary ingredient, pleroma grass, may hold the key to any further revelations. Pleroma grass. It was mentioned by the name in the cult's data terminals. Yeah, it's about all we got. No one figured out what kind of plant it is or where it's supposed to grow. I'm well aware. I even turned to some of the continent's best botanists only to find that they could tell me nothing. Grass may be a rare species, but that was cultivated in secret, or perhaps something else entirely. Regardless, given the drug's effects, it may be that the plant has supernatural properties as well. Supernatural? A dash of paranormal phenomena never fails to liven things up. Thanks for the information, Doctor. I think we're one step closer to finding the truth behind that drug now. Is that right? Well, I'm happy to help. This marks the end of my role in the investigation of Gnosis. You're welcome to visit me again if you learn anything new, however. At the very least, I can offer you my professional opinion on whatever you come across. Feels like every question she answered just dug up a handful more of them. One step forward and two steps back. There aren't many leads to go off on, now that Jochim's gone. We may have to rely on further analyzing the cult's data to get the information we want. Just another side project to add to our agenda, I suppose? Yeah, let's try to keep it in mind. Either way, we've done everything we were asked as far as the request goes. How about we check in with Cecile one last time before we leave? You know, I'm down. Is she gonna be in here? Where would she even be? Oh, this is Resource Wars. My bad. I think I'll find her. She might be in one of these rooms. For a minute there, I thought they put me in front of the hospital, and then I just realized, oh, right, the 4th floor is, like, right outside. It's, like, outdoors. Where you at, Cecile? I'm just gonna take the stairs. Screw the elevator. That's that other nurse I remember, vaguely. Not her name, but I remember her. Where are you, Cecile? We're collecting the health surveys. If there's ever anything St. Ursula can do, don't hesitate to reach out. Maybe this nurse was her. No, this is Philia. That's her name. It's you, Randy. Is that Cecile's little brother I see? What's up, Philia? How you been? It's good to see you again. Good to see you too. I've been alright, but you two look like you're doing great. Oh, and Randy, I think I might have another opening in my schedule soon. No fooling. What do you say we get the gals together for another group date? Here we go again. You sure sound eager for someone with no openings in this schedule. Oh, need I remind you that we're here for work? We already did our work. We have work, but no more at St. Ursula. I thought that said Lecter Inn. Close enough to saying Lecter Inn. Oh, they're just gonna let me leave without talking to Cecile? Okay. Well, I don't feel like finding her right now. Let's go do... this other quest, we can start this one. We can start going there and then we'll run into the monster on the way. It seems like the wave we do. This is west. I meant to go east. Oh no 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 no. First time in Tangram Gate. Here we are, Tangram Gate. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you were stationed before joining the SSS, right, Noel? Yeah, it was. The gate is here to guard our border with the Republic, and as we've established, the new commanding officer here is Deputy Commander Douglas. Good old Duggo, huh? It's been a long while since I last saw him. We shouldn't keep him waiting then. Don't forget that we have an urgent support request to attend to. Let's make our way to his office on the second floor. Second floor office. Accept this and then we go do the monster. There you are. Oh. Reporting for duty, Deputy Commander. As you were, Sergeant Major Seeker. How's your transfer to the SSS treating you? I'm learning more and more every day, sir. Glad to hear it. I'm confident your experience with them will prove most useful in the future. Keep at it. Noel, what would he happen to be... where are my manners? Haven't given you a proper introduction. I'm Douglas, the recently appointed Deputy Commander of the Crosswell Guardian Force. I heard all about your group from Commander Bales. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you too, sir. He certainly looks the part. You seem like you've been holding up pretty well, Duggo. Duggo. Same to you, Randy. Thank you for your help retraining the guardsmen at Belgard Gate. Oh, and Lloyd, good to see you again. You made quite the name for yourself solving the cult incident. Good to see you too. I was pretty surprised to hear my own instructor had become the new deputy commander. Memories of being put through the ringer by Douglas the Demon came rushing back to me. Hey now, those days are behind me. No sense in bringing up my old nickname. I'm a grown man, it's embarrassing. He must have been a notoriously strict instructor at the police academy to have earned that moniker. At any rate, let's leave the past in the past. I summoned you here today for business, not to catch up. That's right, something about a training exercise, right? Precisely. The goal of this exercise is for us, the CGF, to beat some combat sense into you, the SSS. We'll see if you have what it takes to survive through my special program. Wait, the training isn't for the guardsmen, but for us? The guardsmen will gain valuable experience from it too, naturally. I've already hashed it out with the CPD's top brass. On paper, this is an official joint training exercise. So what you're telling me is we got dragged out here for a combat drill, not a support request? Work is work, wouldn't you say? My men are ready to begin at any time. The only thing we're waiting on is you. It'd be wise for us to use this chance to prepare beforehand. Oh, we're doing another... Man, Trails loves these, like, training session quests. I would recommend double-checking our Enigma 2s. Or we could begin immediately if you prefer. I mean, I think I'm ready. We're good to go. Excellent. Oh, and Sergeant Major Seeker, I don't want to see you holding back against your fellow guardsmen, understood? Facing off with your old comrades might teach you a thing or two. Sir, yes, sir. We'll start at once, then. Meet me in the parking lot outside, special support section. Let's begin the Douglas Method training program. Are both sides ready? We guardsmen are prepared, sir. Same goes for the special support section. Very good. Rules are as follows. In the upcoming fight, the SSS is prohibited from utilizing arts of any kind. Oh, that sucks. Wait a moment. Only we're not allowed to use arts? Doesn't that put us at a disadvantage? I think that's the point. So this is Douglas's method that I've heard so much about, huh? Indeed. The exercise is meant to test your prowess at fighting under adverse conditions. By ripping you out of your comfort zones, I'm to teach you to adapt to the unexpected. I'm starting to understand why they call this man a demon. This should spice things up at least. I suppose we don't have any choice but to comply. No more comments, I take it. In that case, everyone go to your positions. Our opponents are trained guardsmen, and to make matters worse, we can't use any arts. Stay sharp, SSS. We'll find a way to overcome this hurdle. Understood. Begin. Not using arts is like not the worst thing in the world, but it does suck. I hate taking out like a key thing in the— oh my word, this range. Actually, I think it's because Wazi has the range thing, or does range affect arts too, or crafts? I thought range only affected arts. Mostly this sucks for Ellie. More than anyone. Only affects arts? So Brodex 2 really did increase the range by that stupid amount, which is great. Die. Or get closer. Oh, and now I'm muted, so I can't do anything with Noe. That sucks. That, like, really sucks. I have a Rising Sun ready. Ow. Ellie, I guess you're gonna be whipping out a holy bullet, although it is really expensive in this game. So I mean, for now, I mean, just like do chip damage. That's all you should really do. If I had known this, I probably would have taken Ellie out for Ran. Yeah, they just gave Broadaxe a stupid range, which is amazing. Oh, I have a 200% Rising Sun. We can use that for the next fight, because I imagine we're going to do multiple fights like these training sessions go. Ellie, just build up CP. That's really all I want you to do, to be honest. Oh, good crit, good crit. You don't have an impede move, unfortunate. Maybe you could put them to sleep. Did not work. That's so annoying. Actually, Ellie using the item would have been better. Counter, counter, let's go. You might die from this. Close. If Lloyd had enough CP, I can Brave Smash. He does not, though. Just, like, move you from here. Yeah, punch this one. Who's next to you? No, that one. We're probably gonna end up killing him before he gets his art off. Yeah, the girl's on this side, the guy's on the other. He's died. Oh, and Randy's here.